Can you ask Karl if he was in Dublin on St. Patrick's Day? Convinced I saw him. Thanks, Tony.
No.
You have to
Never,
look
still not been over to Ireland, still not been there.
There's a lot of Irish guys who look like you. You know, you have that...
Well, it's just that basically, whenever someone says that, it's just a bloke with a bald head. Every time I've had people going, oh, look, let me show you a picture of my brother or my dad. It's just always a bloke with a bald head. No, it's not,
because I'm looking at you. There's a picture in the book, because there's a book to accompany the thing, The Moaning of Life.
Oh, yeah, there is,
The Worldly Wisdom of Karl Pilkington. Nice plug there. Your publishers wouldn't let us talk to you, but anyway, we'll give you the plug anyway. But there's a picture of you, topless there, with the guy who's gone through 120 procedures to get the body to make him look like Ken.
Yeah.
As in Barbie's Ken. Now, if you were to take the head up, that's the way my body looks too. That sort of, you know, the pinkish nipple, the translucent skin, the slightly different tone from the just above the elbow down because you wear a t-shirt. You know,
hairy?
Hairy, very hairy, yes. I'd be very hairy as well, yeah. Very hairy.
I mean, that is normal.
That's normal, yeah.
You know, and I'm quite happy with that. I mean, I'm not someone who, if I go away on holiday, I'm not one for walking around bare-chested or anything. You know, I know my body's not amazing. That's the thing. I've said Suzanne's a bit plump. I'm putting a bit of weight on now. I'm getting older.
Right.
You know, my body's not what it used to be. I've had a back rub this morning because my L5 S1's playing up.
Is it? Why is that? Do you run or what?
No, I think it's just all these, you know, all the travelling about and sitting on planes.
Oh, yeah, it's not good for you.
You know, it's wear and tear. Plus, I'm 41 now.
Yeah, tomorrow's World Spine Day. Did you know that?
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, and they say that sitting is a pain in the back, obviously. You should try and sit as little as you can. So after all of this, so you marriage, having kids, happiness, death. What's the fifth one there?
It's vocation and money.
Yes, money. Yeah. So from all of that, have you picked up you've spoken to all these people all over the world with various views on life
and stuff.
And what do you think is the meaning of life?
I don't think anyone knows, do they? It's just that there isn't a meaning. I think you sort of you're here, you're born, you didn't ask for it, you turn up and you get on with it, don't you?
Do you believe in a God?
No, not really, but...
Do you feel pressured from Ricky? Because Ricky is such a sort of a strident atheist.
He goes on. I mean, I suppose we're all different, all three of us. You know, Steve, he's different, he has his views, Ricky's got his. I don't really talk to him about all that, because he knows that I'm not that interested.
Okay.
It's kind of... You just let people get on with what they want to get on with, don't you? It's easier that way.
We're talking to Stephen later on today, actually, a pre-record. Is right? Do you want to pass on a message? Oh, you'd probably text him yourself if you had something to say.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't seen him for ages because he's been in LA for like a year doing that Hello Ladies thing. That's on this week as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll say hello to him for you anyway.
Do that.
Ask Karl about eating frog in China. Did you eat raw frog or cooked frog?
Does that matter? What sort of a question is that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's frog.
Yeah.
But it was cooked, and to be honest, it wasn't that bad.
I think I've had frog in France.
It's not. Yeah, well, this was in China, and you know, it was just because I saw them preparing it. Well, not preparing it. She ate it on the head in a carrier bag. It's not. You know, this isn't sort of the Great British Bake Off. And I'm a bit funny with. I don't know. I just thought it was a bit cruel, and I'm a bit funny like that with. Animals being... I know everything's got to be killed for us to eat it, but you don't want to see it being bashed on the head. But the taste, I ate it more because I didn't want to waste it, I think. It was, you know, once something's been killed and that, you think, well, if I don't eat it...
What a waste of a life. What a waste of a frog's life. Like chicken.
Yeah.
Thought Idiot Abroad was great, says Agnes in Sligo. And Karl is a genuine genius. I love his ability to see through the bullshit and actually say it how it really is. A rarity on TV these days. And can you say...
That's the only thing, that, you know, that... It's weird when people sort of go, oh, are you really like that? Again, I think most people are, but people on the telly aren't. It all seems a bit mad when really it's just that everything else is... so glossy that I seem like a nutter. But talking to you now, I'm normal, aren't I? If I called you up flogging your PPI insurance or something, you wouldn't go, who's this idiot?
Well, I would, because I know that's a scam, that PPI
Well, you
stuff.
wouldn't talk to them, but I just mean... I
know what you're saying.
People sort of go, oh, do you do your own washing and that? It's like, yes, I do. I do online banking. I'm quite normal. But, if people enjoy it, I mean, that's the main thing. It sort of makes it worthwhile.
Bit of diversion. Karl is my hero. The man speaks the truth so much and is the funniest person on TV, better than most so-called comedians, says Darren. And he's an effing legend. Love him. Watch all his shows. He's just brilliant. Perspective on life. Brilliant. He just has a brilliant perspective on life.
Tell me a bad one. You've got some bad ones there that you're not telling me about.
No, I don't.
No, you do. Go on. Honestly, it doesn't bother me.
Look,
I get more from people who have faults with it than I do with people saying nice things. You've got to have a bad one there, Ray. If people have...
Look, two things, right? Two things, Karl. I know that our audience love you because we get texts about the show. Secondly, we had an email from Jason at the very beginning of the show today who is encouraging everybody to praise things today. He said, let's get a bit of positive stuff out there today. So that could be part of it. But really, nobody has a negative thing to say about you, Karl. Don't be so needy, for God's sake.
No, it's just, honestly, I don't mind when
people have bad things to say, but they don't have
you
bad
learn
things.
From that, don't you? That's what you've got to have someone having a go at you for you to sort of
But you don't go looking for it. You don't go looking for it.
No, but in a nice way, and there's no point if someone just goes, it's rubbish and that's it, because you learn nothing. But if someone says, oh, you shouldn't have done that because blah, blah, you go, all right, then fair enough.
Okay. What a legend of a man, and somebody wants to talk about Derek. That was your first acting role. How did you find it?
It wasn't acting, though, was it? I mean, there was no acting going on. It was just the wig and glasses, and I didn't. It's not for me. That I felt well out of my depth.
Did you? Right. Okay.
Yeah. Every time I was sat in the caravan waiting to go and do my bits, and I just think I shouldn't be here. I really shouldn't be here.
Right.
And Kerry, who played Anna's like a proper actress, and that. I just felt like it's like she must have stuff going through her head. Just thinking, what is he doing here? If he didn't know Ricky, he wouldn't be in it. Yeah. And that's true, really.
Okay. Well, listen, I'd love to be a fly on the wall when Suzanne sits down to watch the first episode of Moaning of Life, which is on.
She'll hear it off someone else. She's not going to watch it because she watches Downton Abbey, and that's on at the same time, isn't it? But the thing is, she'll hear it from a mate, and then I'll sort of show it her, and it will never seem as bad as someone texting her saying, you're Karl saying you're fat. When she sees what I said, she'll go, oh, no, it's all right. Okay. So it'll be fine.
Right. Karl, great talking to you. So Sunday night, Sky HD1, at 5 episodes, 9 o'clock, and The Moaning of Life, the book to accompany it is in all.
Yeah, cheers for the books. The book is the thing that's harder to do. The telly's, anyone can make telly, but the book is, I put a lot of work into that. Okay. So I hope people like it.
Great pictures. You wanted bad ones. He's a bollocks. He's a wanker. There you go.
Oh, really?
Well, that's just because you asked
for them. I can't take anything from that. That's kind of... I mean, well, fair enough. It's good to know. It's balanced, though, isn't it? It's right to reply and all that.
Karl Pilkington, good luck. Thank you very much for talking.
See you later, Ray.
Bye.
The Ray D'Arcy Show on Today FM.